Hello everyone, welcome to this video. My name is TaQuita Hogan-Claiborne from the Law Office of TMHC. I am so glad you're here today. Today's video is about consideration for deferred action for children, DACA, the step-by-step process, filling out the forms. Currently in the U.S., there are many youth who came to the U.S. as children without legal authorization. Arriving in the U.S. as children, they live their whole lives in the U.S. without permission, in most cases, and with absolutely no connection with their home country. What can they do to establish legal status? One option, in 2012, President Obama implemented a new policy labeled Consideration of Deferred Action of Children Arrivals that provides possible assistance for these young adults. In order to qualify, the undocumented immigrants must be between the ages of 16 and 30 who have been in the country for at least 5 years as of June 15, 2012, and also meet some other requirements to obtain a temporary legal status, and they also receive a work permit. But it's for a period of just 2 years, and also it'll be subject to renewal. This privilege does not come easy for them. Only those individuals who can prove through verifiable documentation that they meet these criteria will be eligible for deferred action. So let's begin by reviewing the documents. There are 4 to 5 documents or forms that are used. It's the I-821D. This is actually the DACA application. You also have the I-765, the work permit authorization, the I-765 worksheet, which verifies your financial need, and you can also include the G-1145. This is for the e-notification, so you can receive an email text message concerning the receipt of your application. And if you retain an attorney, they'll have to fill out the notice of entry of appearance. Now, there are several things you must do to prove your DACA, to establish DACA. So what we're going to do is go over to the USCIS website and take a look at their DACA video and go over those points. All right, here's the website. Just pull this up here. Get the video going. I'm just going to highlight some of the points here, covering several of the things that must be proven to establish DACA. You must, number one, prove your identity and age. You must be under the age of 31 as of August 15, 2012. Some popular proof items is like the birth certificate and a form of ID. This includes your school ID. Also, you can use your passport from your country of origin. You must also prove that you entered the U.S. before the age of 16. Such proofs is like things you can use your elementary or high school transcript or even your school records. Second choice can be any type of immigration records. Thirdly, you have to prove that you've continuously been in the U.S. since June of 2007. Well, some proof for this can be your student transcripts again. Alternative for graduates or for non-students, you got to have some documents to show that you've been there every year. We usually request 2 to 3 documents like utility bills, receipts, online statements, birth certificates for children, and bank statements. You must prove also that you've been present in the U.S. since June of 2012. A proof could be any document for the month of June, like again those school transcripts, the bank statements, and even the receipts and also the bills. Education requirement is also going to have to be proved. You can use your high school diploma to prove this, but if you're not a high school graduate or you haven't graduated yet, you can also enroll in a GED program. They're going to check your criminal history. Now, if there's couple of issues with your criminal history, I would say if you're in that type of situation, you want to go ahead and contact an immigration attorney to assist you. Now there's some additional documents that you have to collect. You're going to need 2 passport pictures. You're also going to need your money order or cashier check, and make sure it is addressed to Department of Homeland Security. So let's go back to the PowerPoint and talk about the steps or events that happen after this. You have submitted your documents. What is going to occur now? Let's see. The next step after, let's start right here. What are the steps or events that happen subsequent to this event? Well, you will then receive the physical receipts of the same notifications. Now, what I'm saying here, if you sent the G1145, the email notification, then this will, you already have received email notification of what is going on with your application. But if you did not send that G1145, then this physical receipt will be your first notification, and it'll be an I-797C for both the I-821D, and also you'll receive one for the I-765. And it's usually come in the mail about 5 to 7 days after Department of Homeland Security received your package. Now the next step in the process would be for the background checks as part of the decision process. USCIS will now accept and request that you go ahead and get your biometrics and fingerprints done. So what they'll do, they'll send you the notice. They'll send you a subsequent I-797 notice of action receipt in the mail with your appointment date for your biometrics to be taken at your local application support center. This is an ASC office. Now this occurs somewhere between 7 to 10 days after the service center has received your package. Okay, on the day of your appointment at the ASC office, they're going to take your biometrics, your fingerprints. They're going to take your photo of you, and they're going to also request your signature. And depending on your background check, whether the record is, your record has to be clean or not so clean, this process can take either less or more time. Now your biometrics are going to be then sent to FBI, who usually returns your record within 24 to 48 hours. And then it's going to be forwarded to the USCIS for them to do an IBIS name check and an IDNT fingerprint check as part of the background checks. And this little sample here is a sample of the biometric letter you receive after your appointment. And here you can just kind of notice in the lower hand corner that it will be stamped. Thereafter, you will receive a text message. Again, that's only if you signed up for the USCIS portfolio, and that message will show you that your I-765 application has been accepted and that your card has been ordered for production. This change can also be seen, and you can view it on the USCIS website and look at your case status, which again will be online, and it will usually be updated somewhere between 6 to 15 days after the date that you completed your biometrics at the ASC office. And at that time, you should be very excited, because I want to say congratulations if that has occurred, because that means that your case had been accepted. The adjudication of your I-765 means, once again, that your DACA case has been approved. Shortly thereafter that, you probably received a couple more notices and text messages. They will notify you that your I-821D had been approved. Again, that's going to be a notice in the mail on an I-797C notification, and also a notification that your EAD card, employment authorization card, has been forwarded to the United States Postal Office. Sometimes they'll send you notification of that as well. So I just want to leave you with a few more tips. Like number one, please be sure to review the documents thoroughly, because all your documents also must be translated into English and preferably certified by a translator. And when you submit any documents to the Department of Homeland Security, make sure that you submit your packets in a neat and well organized manner, because presentation is very important. You want to have a cover letter, a table of contents, and when in doubt about some of your facts, not clear about your dates and etc., do not make up stuff, do not lie on your applications, and take your time and don't rush through the applications, and make sure that you have all your evidence. Make copies and submit everything via CRRR, which is Certified Return Receipt Requested. In closing, just want to say, just please note that this is not the DREAM Act, and it does not lead to a green card or a U.S. citizenship. Yet the policy will halt the deportation of those in deportation proceedings, and it will make immune from deportation those who are not in any proceedings. It is a celebrated step in the right direction, and it allows those individuals to live and work in the United States. So just click the link in the description box below, and I want you to go ahead and head on over to my website, and I want to show you the step-by-step instructions on how to properly choose the right strategy to achieve your immigration goals. This is again TaQuita Hogan-Claiborne. Thank you for watching this video. God bless.